The biggest problem with hygiene is that most girls, and I think even women, educated women, don't know how often to change a cloth or a pad. And with products coming up with newer versions saying that you can use it for 12 hours and so on, they feel that using one sanitary napkin the whole day, especially if the menstruation is pretty scanty towards the fourth or fifth day, is perfectly fine. And this has been one big thing that needs to change. With school-going girls, especially in rural areas. You see, when they use cloth, they're familiar with it because this is something their mothers and grandmothers did. So they would change it frequently. But if they were suddenly given a product which they haven't been educated on how to use, they actually think it's got some magical powers and use it for much longer. So that has been a problem that we've tried to change. With cloth, there are a lot of issues about how it is washed and dried. And this is not as much of a problem in rural areas because you have open spaces. Men talk more openly about menstruation in rural areas, so they actually dry it out in the sun. But in urban slums, this is a problem. Women who migrate from rural areas and they settle in urban slums, you don't have the necessary space for it. And you have a huge cultural conflict from the way it was treated in a village versus the way it is in an urban area. And that is when compromises on hygiene start to happen. So the main thing about hygiene here, we need to remember how often you have to change it and keeping yourself clean. Keeping yourself clean during your period. This is very important.
Okay, that's basic. How can we impart knowledge on a personal level, like, maybe on social media, internet, or how do we do it?
I think the starting point needs to be initiating conversation, which is why I think we're all here today. And which is why I was very, very happy to support this initiative, because I think we don't talk about it enough, and that's the gist of what everybody has been saying here. Even though culturally we had different routes approaching menstruation. So I think the starting point needs to be,
it is not infected. It is when it is exposed to the atmosphere. That is when the bacteria can grow, which is with anything. If you have a fresh fruit which is cut and kept exposed to atmosphere, you can't leave it there outside for hours together. So that is the problem here. What we are talking about is menstrual blood being unhygienic, being dirty, is not really true. Otherwise, why would tampons work? So whatever it is, menstrual blood, one, is sterile. It is coming out of the body. It is a natural fluid excretion. Menses is only the loss of pregnancy. That is all that it is. It doesn't make a woman dirty, unhealthy, sick, none of the above. Scientifically, it goes on from the age of 10 years, which is by far the youngest. The 8-year bid would be a precautious kind of a scenario in today's day and age. It's going on longer, so that is up to the age of about 54. When I was a student 20 years ago, we'd say 45. Now we're saying 54. So that's how long you can keep menstruating. Menses is something that a woman has to learn to deal with. You do not associate it with any disease or illness. You do not stop a girl, a child, or a young girl from participating in any kind of size of the person using it. It depends on it every 4 to 6 hours. Because once the blood comes out, that becomes a potent source of infection. While it is in your body, it is sterile. But the minute
or it's a tampon, you've got
to change it.
4 or 6.
Between 4 and 6 hours is
but
the
6
safest.
is the upper limit.
Absolutely. Yeah. See, and then you said you were one of those.
As much information as I could on the subject. And I'm actually going to ask, the reason I wanted to say this, because this is a question I also had. I actually wanted to ask her, which I will ask again now, is how do our menstrual education awareness levels stack up compared to Western societies, A, and Eastern societies? Because we have to understand that we are an Eastern society, so culturally we are very different from, say, the West, which is a very, very open society. So I will allow Doctor to answer that, but this is a question that I also had for her earlier.
Culturally, menstruation has not been accepted as something which is sacrosanct or which is healthy, or it's something that nobody wants to talk about. Unfortunately, we are like a multicultural place, and as a Catholic, we never had any problems. We spoke about menstruation in schools. Our father knew that the child was menstruating. He'd bring my sanitary pads. And we were never stopped from church, or we received our communion. We did just about everything as a Catholic. I grew up as one, and I never had a problem with menstruation. But unfortunately, there are certain cultures which say, don't do this, don't do that, don't go